Do you want to know how to get a book deal but don't know how? Give me just a few minutes. I'm going to teach you exactly what you need to know in order to land the book deal of your dreams using TV shows that you are already familiar with. I've been working in traditional publishing since 2004 and have run a business helping entrepreneurs and experts land book deals and write bestsellers since 2012. To date, my clients have achieved more than $7 million from advances from all the big five publishers. I know publishing, and I also know that I can help you. Landing a traditional book deal in any genre is like American Idol if the judges were the sharks on Shark Tank. That might sound ridiculous, but it's real. Here are the 3 reasons why. First, like on American Idol, you have one shot to impress the judges and move on to the next round. Second, like on Shark Tank, the judges, in this case literary agents, editors, even professional collaborators like me, are looking for a partnership, not a scholarship. And third, when you show up on both shows, how you prepare often makes the difference between getting what you want or not. Okay, so now that you know how American Idol and Shark Tank are like your future book deal, we can dig into each of these reasons a bit more. Reason number 1. When you go on American Idol, you have one shot to impress the judges and move on to the next round, right? The same is true with traditional publishing. Most traditional publishers do not take unsolicited submissions. What this means is that you cannot directly contact the publisher about your book idea, even if you try to, because that letter or package or email is going to go to some unknown place and is very, 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 very unlikely to ever be meaningfully responded to. That is actually where literary agents come in. Many literary agents do accept unsolicited submissions. So your pitch, whether that's in the form of a query letter, a proposal, a manuscript, is your one shot. It's your American Idol audition. And in this scenario, the next round, or going to Hollywood if you've watched the show, is getting a literary agent to represent you as an author, and that agent sending your work to an editor at a publisher, where you also have one shot to impress, just like in Hollywood. And if you do well, you'll move on to the next round. Reason number 2, Shark Tank. If you've ever watched that show, you know that the sharks, who are investors, are looking to partner with entrepreneurs, not do all the work for them. The same applies in traditional publishing, except in publishing, the sharks are gatekeepers. Literary agents, the editors at a publishing house, even professional collaborators like me. All of us are looking for an author to partner with, not to give you a scholarship where you get money to write the book and that's it. A big way this shows up, these partnerships show up, is in the expectation that publishers have for authors to do more in the partnership than simply writing a book. It's important for you to know as an author that a publisher's role in your partnership together is to produce a well-made product and distribute that product, the product being your book, to as many bookstores as possible. Meanwhile, an author's role is to write a great book, of course, but also to champion it, promote it to their audience, and do most of the hand-selling, marketing, promotion, hustling, and selling of the book. The partnership between publisher and author then is really similar to the sharks on Shark Tank and the entrepreneurs they choose to work with. The entrepreneurs get paid, and the sharks obviously help, usually in the form of introductions, relationships, mentorship. But the entrepreneurs are who are ultimately responsible for the success of the business and usually the day-to-day operations. Which takes me to reason number 3. How you prepare often makes the difference between getting what you want or not. If you have watched American Idol, you have seen truly awful auditions from people who go on the show unprepared or who choose the wrong song, and it never ends well. The same thing happens on Shark Tank. The entrepreneurs who get told no on that show usually do things like not knowing their numbers or not creating a thoughtful presentation on why the sharks should invest in their companies. How these examples apply to traditional publishing is the mistake I see most often, which is people who pursue a book deal without proper preparation. People tend to rush instead of taking the time to learn what's necessary before seeking out a deal. Luckily, you're here listening to me, so you can avoid that mistake. What you are going to need in order to get a book deal varies based on the type of book you're writing. For the entrepreneurs and experts I work with who are writing what's known as prescriptive nonfiction or how-to and self-help books about topics like business, leadership, money, sex, relationships, personal growth, and more, there are 3 key ingredients to success: a book idea with potential, the ability to sell books through an author platform you built and can leverage, and a book proposal. I call this my 3P framework: potential, platform, proposal. Rushing any of those 3 components is going to get you a no, which brings us back to what you just learned about how you're going to get your book deal in these last few minutes. You only have one shot at a book deal. Publishers are looking for partnership, not scholarship. And how you prepare really, 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 really matters. I hope this has helped you, and cheers to your future success. Thanks for tuning into the Kind of Big Book Deal podcast. Want to see where you're at on your book journey? Check out my free quiz at meganstevenson.com/quiz. That's MEGHANSTEVENSON.com/quiz. See you next time.